We are dealing with the HTML body elements by using the HTML structures and CSS styling. Before starting our topic, let's have a quick review on our previous videos, what we have done and what we have drawn. This is the HTML code we had drawn using it, header, footer, and aside, and some of the other elements. I will show you. Let's open with the live server. When we go live, you can have a look. I'll bring it to the normal screen. This is the normal screen. We had drawn the header part and the footer we had completed with, and the dialog is the pop-up on the screen. It has to close. We have to give the some functionality to it, and we have the article. This is the announcements and the notifications, as I told you. This is the navigations, and this is logo. This is the address, and this is the site what we had drawn. In this video, we are going to learn body entities and the semantics. Let's start our topic. Body entities and the semantics. In the first one is the line break. Let's do in our VS Code, and we no need to disturb this code. We will open the new one as a practice.html. We can add any of the pages in our public folder, and I will open this, and I will give, for example, I will give a normal text for the example, and heading I am giving as a h1. Welcome to my channel, and I will give a normal text. HTML is a markup language. CSS is style sheet. JavaScript is a programming language. Just had given the normal text. Just have a look how it's going to appear. It is going to display in this way. As I had given the heading, it's going to display on the top, but I had given in the different line, but it's going to appear in the same line. So now I am going to show you how we are going to use the semantics called break, which is given by the BR. So now I'm apply. After the every line, I am going to apply the BR. No need for the last line. Just have a look. Now it's going to appear in this way. So this is the how in this way we are going to use the break if we want to give the break after some line or elements or after some text. In this way we are going to use the semantics called BR. Afterwards we have the blank space. How we are going to apply the space between the words and the paragraphs if we want to use, and how we are going to apply the space between the words and the alphabets, and we are going to use the NBSP semicolons. So just have a look how we are going to apply this. So we need to apply the space between the every element. I had given the space. Just have a look, and I will open this project. So just have a look. I had given the space between, but it has default, it will give the only one space between the words. If we want to apply the extra spacing, it is not going to work. So we have to use the ampersand, NPSP, and semicolon. So just have a look. I am applying here ampersand, NPSP, semicolon, and I will apply the more spacing in between us. NP, NBSP. Now just have a look. Now it's going to work. So it's have extra spacing between. In this way, we are going to use the blank spaces. If you want to give the extra spacing, default we can give the single space, but if we want to give the extra spacing, we have to use the ampersand, NPSP. And afterwards, we have the pre-formatted. This is we are going to use when we write the functionality. If we write some special text, we are going to use. I had given, I can teach you by the normal words, but it is not going to work. So I will write the sum of the functionality in our body part. Just have a look. I had taken this example from the lead code, how to, yeah, write the hello world example. So I will write that. So just have a look. No need to worry about it. I'm removing this part, and now I'm writing where. Just have a look. I am going to teach you that concept. No need of this functionality. Just have a look where create hello world function, and we need to return the function return function continue urge. In this way we had written one function. So now just have a look how it's going to appear. Now it is going to appear in this way, but we had given in the different line. If we want to appear in the same way, we need to keep that functionality in pre, then only it's going to work. So now I'm enclosing this with pre. Now just have a look how it's going to appear now. It's going to appear now in this way. In this way we have to use the pre. This is what we are going to learn in this. The semantics body entities are very important. We have to know what to use when it's required. So this is how we are going to use the break and ampersand and PSP. And now we had learned the how we are going to use the pre, how we are going to enclose with the pre. Afterwards, what we have? Afterwards, we have pre, afterwards code block. What is this code block? Code blocks is tell that this is not a normal code, this is the special code. we are going to use the code. It is used to enclose any code block to keep it SEO friendly. So now I will show you here why we use the code. Instead of we can use the span and the div. Then why we use the code. I am removing this pre and I will keep this in a code. So just have a look. But pre-formatting is not going to work. So I had kept in a code so its functionality is going to appear in the same line. So when we need to use the pre, then only it's going to work. As I told you, if we keep generally in the code block, it's not going to work. Its formatting will be changed. So we will enclose this in pre again. It's going to appear in this way. Why we had used the code? So it is no change, but if we want to make it SEO friendly, we have to use the code to say that it is not the normal coding, it's the special code we need to justify and we need to give in the code form. So we use the code. In this way, we had learned the line break, blank space, and pre-formatted and code block. Now we are going to use the variable. What is it is used for variable that store data in programming. Like we will provide some of the backlinks and when we use the variable. What is variable in this code? Now just have a look. What is the how we are going to use a var in this code? What is the variable? For to make you understand, I will make this is the variable in this code. So how we enclose it with var. So I will keep this var over here. So just have a look. But there is no change. It's looks similar. So what is the use of var? When we go to the styling, we apply styles over here. Style for var. I am given the color as red. Now just have a look. It is going to appear in this way. We can make it clickable when we write the normal code. In this way, deal, we had learned the line break and the line space and the pre-formatted and the code block and the variable. We had completed the modify body entities in this video. Next video, we are going to deal with the more entities and the semantics called sample text small, how we are going to use the big paragraphs and the block code. In the next video we are going to look. In this video we had completed with the concept of line break, blank space, pre-formatted code block and the variable. Thank you, have a good one.